Now, do you entertain the idea of Sasha as a starter after the way he's played through 3 games?
I just got to keep watching because he was really good. He broke down some, did some stuff, but every one of them did some stuff. What I liked was his energy. He tried. He was in the gym after, like, we got back that day. I opened the window. He was down there. He was the only one in there shooting free throws. So he is more committed than he's ever been in his life. And everybody's got to accept that he's still young now. Like, he was 17 last year. Now he's like 18. This kid's the age of a freshman. But proud of him.
What's kind of the deal with his free throws, though? He's been hitting jump shots, but he's been struggling at the line.
Mostly mental. Like, there'll be games he makes every one, and then when he misses one or two, he can't make any. It's just mental.
John, Hami was talking about having a hitch in his shot when he was in high school. I'm wondering what that process is like to get a hitch out of somebody's shot.
Well, the biggest thing is it's got to be volume shooting. You've got to get in and shoot it the right way over and over and over and over. And what happens, there will be times that you'll have slippage in a game. And so he'll go and it's not completely done. It just takes time. But he's worked at it. He's spent time at it. He's like 100% better. People watching him. He's trending the way you're supposed to go. Now you just got to keep working in that direction.
Calvin, you talked about this summer about that, the consistency. You tell the guys, watch NBA guys warm up. They have the same lift, they have the same form, every shot, every kind of shot. I noticed the last home game he was out about 2.5 hours before the game. He said today he's trying to put himself in the positions where he's going to be taking shots during the game, the kinds of shots he's going to be taking, so that he's doing that to himself. He's taking them.
Yeah, and
is that a sign you use?
Yeah. I just saw PJ total sweat when I just walked in, and I just said, "That's great." Look. We only have so much time in a day. I can't spend 30, 40 minutes on shooting. So what does that mean to you? Some of you have no idea what I'm talking about, but the guys that have any semblance of education would know you got to do that yourself then. That means you got to get in that gym, you got to spend time, you got to walk across the street, walk 12 steps, and you got to go in that building and grab a manager and shoot. And it can't be tiptoe shots. They got to go be the game shots. And, what I was pleased at, and I didn't get on them about it. We didn't get home till 3. I got home about 3:20 when I got home, pulled in. Why are we playing games this late? I have no idea. They all went to class. Every one of these kids went to class. I can't believe it. I wouldn't have went to class. Just telling you. You couldn't have dragged me out of bed in 4 hours and then said, okay, get up and go to class. I got a great group. Like, one of the things I want to tell them, I kind of thought we were going to get smashed up there. And the beginning of the game, a lot of people thought we were going to get smashed up there. And these kids fought, and we still don't know what we're doing. And as a coach, there are so many things that I needed to do in that game, but I'm trying to talk them through it, and it's hard. I don't want to give them too much because I'm more concerned about their fight and their aggressiveness and their attacking mode. My stuff is mostly right now about spacing the court the right way. When you get double teamed. When you're post feeding, where are you post feeding from? The spacing so that we can drive the ball. Those are the kind of things I'm trying to hit them with. But there are things that happen in the game that they're just not going to know. So here's what it becomes. Fight like crazy, talk, see it and fix it. It's the best I can tell you. Talk to each other, see it and fix it. And I'm going to try to put them through some situational stuff today, but going to show them the last 3-4 minutes of the game today so they can see it and I can talk them through what was good and what wasn't good.
When did you realize that the halftime interview had become a thing? And did that surprise you that it was like a controversy?
Was it controversial?
I mean,
What I did was I grabbed her arm, and if you know me, when I'm talking, I don't remember anything around me, and I started squeezing her arm when I was talking about rebounding, and I forgot I was holding her arm. And that's why I said, uh-oh. But no, she's a good girl. Maria and I are fine. But it became an issue. And it's kind of like anything I do becomes an issue, isn't it?
John, why not take less money from TV so that you dictate the start?
I would do it, just as long as they don't cut my pay. I think it's a great idea. Alan, why are you laughing back there?
Every now and then.
You have your first communion money. No, it wouldn't be communion money. What would that be?
Dude, communion me, Jewish guy from New York.
What's bar mitzvah money? I don't know what it was.
That's long gone.
John, you were named to that ad hoc committee on the NABC.
They asked me to be a part of it, yeah.
What do you hope that can do?
Look, I hope I'm a voice for the players on this, and when I hear it get too tilted toward the game of basketball or the coaches, then I will chime in and make sure that we stay focused on these kids and try to be fair with all of them, not, and that decisions, there's always unintended consequences if you're not realizing this is about these kids. And whatever we do should be in their best interest. And we do that, it'll all be good. So hopefully, they've asked me to do it, I've agreed to do it, and I would say that would be my part of it.
You talked about the turnovers the other night. When you went back and looked at the film, were they what you thought they were as far as?
Spacing was a lot of it. Making the hardest play was a lot of it. I'm going to show them the 18 turnovers here in a minute. Show them the offensive rebounds that Kansas got in a minute. Show them the last 4 minutes of the tape, and then we're going to practice. I'll let the coaches do offense and defense after practice, because I want to make sure we get a good hour, 45 minutes in.
Is a game like that a better teaching tool than a game against an opponent that maybe they're not as juiced for?
Well, the biggest thing you walk out of a game like that, you have all freshmen, a couple sophomores who haven't played, basically all freshmen, really. And they didn't wilt. And they got down twice, first half, second half, a chance to, and they didn't. Good sign. Now, execution, creating shots, some of this, and I'll be honest with you, most of it is on me to put them in a better position. And teaching them how to win. I'll give you an example. In those situations, you don't take a shot unless you think you can make it, or you have a chance to be fouled, or we have a chance to rebound it. You can't just shoot a ball. You can't just shoot a fadeaway. You got to shoot a shot. Either I'm going to get fouled, I'm going to make this, or we're going to rebound it. Or don't shoot it. Simple. And then on defense, we're going to give you one contested tough two. We're not giving you an open three. We're not giving you something around the goal. You're going to take a tough two, and we're going to rebound like crazy. That's winning basketball. It's not brain surgery. That's winning basketball. I've had people say, why don't you press and go all over the place? Well, in the half court, when you're 6'9", 7 foot, 6'10", 6'6", 6'6", it's really hard to score. And Kansas found that out. So we're really hard to score on. Spreading the court and giving them easier opportunities, I don't know if that's the answer. But if you're saying, how do we be a little more disruptive, you're probably right. What else can we do to be disruptive? How about this? Are we ready to move to that yet? We're still worried about staying in front of people. Let's worry about staying in front of people. This is going to be a process, folks. And we all got to accept it. Me more than you. I've got to accept it. Got to stay positive. The practices, I got to keep it real and be tough, and I just have to stay positive during games. And I'm trying really hard to do that. And let me say this, at my age, it's very difficult to accept some of this stuff, but I have to because they're just too young.
How you announced your early signees today. What do you kind of have priority-wise for the rest of that class?
We're just going to, the one thing here that matters more than anything else is character matters, because we're dealing with a lot of families, and you're not just going to go out and sign somebody to sign somebody. We don't do that here. So with Emmanuel Quickly, who was at the game yesterday, Tuesday, I'm sorry. Seems like yesterday. Just got up today. With Keldon Johnson, with Tyler Hero, we got competitive fighters who wanted this in the worst way. They didn't shy away from it. They're not worried about sharing. They understand what this is, and they wanted to be here. Now, my guess is we'll probably try to get one more, maybe two, maybe, and that all depends on how this unfolds. But you're talking terrific basketball players, great kids, who, again, I can't beg kids to come here because then it's not the right place. This isn't for everybody. This is a place you have to want to be here. And you have to want what this is about, which is it's not going to be about you. It's about to be about your growth. It's going to be about how much better can you get. It's about seeing the best version of yourself on and off the court. If you just want to come here and play and show, like, I'm already made it, I just want to come here and have a year in college, that's not the place to go. You just don't come here.
About 2 more minutes.
You mentioned you don't have a lot of late game situations, other things in play. If you get into a rhythm or a pattern of the next couple of games where you're in a close game, another close game, does that change your practice?
Well, we're going to work on it today. I'm going to try a couple things. I want to see what works for this group and what guys are capable of. I'm still learning about them. They're still learning about me. We're going to do some different things today. Putting in another little thing for Kevin Knox. I want to have one more thing that we can go at him with. But again, guys, the basic fundamentals of this, of being able to stay in front of your man, being able to see the ball so you can help, being able to block out and rebound. On offense, can we fly up the court, and if it's not there, can we create a good shot that either you can make, get fouled, or we can rebound? How about we get that down, and then we're worried about all the, I mean, you know, I thought we could have got a better shot a couple times down, and I think we looked a little disorganized. Guess what? We were. And you can't blame the kids. And I said this about PJ. I thought PJ would have a big game against these guys, and they went and double-teamed, and it wasn't, we haven't worked on it. I told you the last time, we just kind of covered it. And it took PJ out of the game. Well, that's more on me than it is PJ. And what happened was our spacing, not anything else. We had guys, you're all in the wrong spot. They had one guy covering 3 of us. What? I mean, we were turning it over. And normally, you guys know, historically, we get double teamed, and it's what? A layup under the basket, it's a 3, we swing the ball, something good happens. You try to, like Kansas tried to make that their strength. Well, then you make that their weakness. That their strength was they're trapping us in the post. Okay, we're going to make that your weakness. We just weren't ready to do it. And still, how about this, guys? I think it was a tie game with 40 seconds to go or 50. We had a chance to win that. On the road, on national television, biggest game of the year. The country was watching. Most of them were rooting for us. And you know what? What's the laughter about? And you know what? We still had our chance with a bunch of guys, and you know, just on their senior prom 6 months ago.
John, it used to be nowadays, jump shooter would square his shoulders, go out, seem like the legs were together. And Javi seems a little.
He's still learning. My thing is, I like him getting to elbows and pull-ups, and that's his game. He'll make a 3 if it's inside and out. But you know, I've got to do some stuff to get us playing a little faster. I'm going to try some stuff today, but I don't know who made it. I'm still mad. We're playing Friday. Why are we playing Friday games? Why are we? I don't know. We're playing every Friday. Like Friday?
It's a football school.
That's true. We don't want to step on football. I don't know what and why we're playing all these Fridays, but we don't have the time to do all the stuff that we got to do. And I'm just kind of picking and choosing. Let's work on this. And then as we go, hopefully by we hit January, we'll have everything to where we're not perfect, but we'll have an idea how we're playing to win. I've just got to teach them how to win these close games. And when we played against Vermont, you saw they didn't blink. They didn't blink. They went right down the stretch. They knew how they were going to get a shot. They knew how they were going to play. That's a veteran team. They've been together for 3 years. That's what happens to a veteran team. We've got to teach that in a short period of time.